It's November 8th, 2022. I'm Todd Dunn, and it's about 7 o'clock in the evening now, and had a bunch of errands to run today, so I didn't shoot any kind of video. It was also really windy today with gale force winds up around 35 to 40 knots for most of the day. So if I'd shot something outside, I would have had real wind noise issues. Anyway, so what I'd like to do is talk about another aspect of living on Mount Desert Island, and I mean living here year-round, and that is, what do we do in the winter? A couple days ago, I did a video on, what sort of commercial activity can we take advantage of, what stores are open, that sort of thing, and it isn't much. But what do we do when we don't go out shopping, go out to eat, something like that? Well, many of us develop a hobby. And I have one that actually for many years was a business, and that is building model yachts. And some years ago, I decided to build a model of my former 1936 wooden powerboat Tortuga. And I got started on it, but various things happened, and I never finished it. So one of the things I'm going to do this year is finish building the model of Tortuga. So let's take a look at where I got to. This is the model that I got started on of Tortuga. And this was going to be a 3/4 inch to the foot scale model of Tortuga. Tortuga is a little bit over 32 feet long, so the model would be a little over 24 inches long, which is what this is. And what I did to build this model was I spent several days and measured the hull of the Tortuga to get the hull form. And once I had that, and I measured lots of other things, the shape of the keel and everything, I cut out a set of station molds, which you can see in here, from the hull lines drawing that I constructed, and I made up a keel out of Douglas fir down here at the bottom. That's a scale model of the actual keel, and I glued the station frames or molds to the keel, and then I started work on the boat, and I was going to build it in a traditional style by framing it and then using the frames to attach planks to. But I've changed my mind on how I'm going to do that. That's a really time-consuming and difficult project. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to plank directly on the station molds with balsa wood, and use 3/16 inch wide balsa wood strips. They'll conform to the curvature of the hull quite nicely, and I've built hundreds of models literally that way. And once I get, and I'll plank the hull up, and then we'll put the deck and the cabin house on, which I will build the cabin house out of mahogany like the real cabin house, and put in, windows, and because you'll be able to see through the windows, I'll build out the interior of the upper cabin, and I'll make bronze portholes to go in the hull down here. And what I'll do for the bronze portholes is I will machine them from bronze and show you how we do that. So what I'm going to do is make a whole series of videos as I build out the model of Tortuga. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is take this starting point model and take off these ribbands, and I've got a couple of these station molds that I think I need to true up a little bit. I think they're not quite in the right orientation, and then I'm going to start planking. I do not have enough planking stock on hand. This is going to take about 90 strips of 3/16 inch balsa. I have 25. So I've ordered some more balsa wood, and I've ordered some more glue. And other than that, the only tools I need to do this project are an X-Acto knife, and sandpaper. Once I finish planking the hull with balsa wood, I'll sand it fair, and I will then fiberglass it to make it strong and durable. So over the next couple of months, maybe most of the winter, I'm going to gradually build out a detailed scale model of my former 1936 wooden powerboat, Tortuga. And basically here is the sort of first step in doing that, and we'll get going building the actual boat. As soon as the balsa wood strips I'm going to plank the hull with arrive, and the glue I've ordered, which is cyanoacrylate super glue that I'm going to use to glue everything up as I build the boat. Now, what I had originally started to do was put in bent frames, and these ribands are here to allow me to bend the frames to the right shape. And so that was basically where I stopped. I wasn't happy with the way the bent frames were coming out, and I decided to go back to just traditional, my old-fashioned edge-glued strip planking method instead of actually laying up spiled planks on here, which would have taken a lot more time. So anyway, this is going to be one of my hobbies for the summer, and I think this will come out pretty well. I have built fairly detailed models in the past. Okay, so I just wanted to make a real short video tonight to talk a little bit about that little project that I will be working on as soon as the glue and a balsa wood and mahogany that I'll be using to build the cabin house show up. I think I have everything else I need, including 1/16 inch thick Lexan for the windows. Okay, so just thought I'd mention that, and that's something you can look forward to probably starting in about 2 weeks once I get all the materials accumulated. So thanks for watching. Hope you found it interesting. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't, maybe now is a good time to subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell so that you will get a notification when the first video in the model of Tortuga build begins. Thanks for watching.